Hello, Scratchers. So, welcome back to episode 2 of creating a platformer in Scratch. Today, we will be going over some bug fixes and a lot more. Now, in this video, you'll realize that some things look different. That's because I'm using Scratch add-ons just to make this tutorial a little easier for me and you. If you have the add-ons, the extension, or it's alright. If you don't, then it's okay too. But just for the sake of this, I'm going to be using it because it helps me, make my projects. But yeah, we have a bug fix from the last episode, which is if we went, hold on. So if we died, you hear this noise, this loud and obnoxious noise. That's easy to fix. Go into the ground sprite and do a when flag clicked show and a when backdrop switches to backdrop 2. That's the game over sprite. Backdrop hide. So now that, and you might as well go back into the FPS counter and do a when flag clicked show variable FPS and show, and then when backdrop switches to backdrop 2 hide and hide variable FPS. So now let's test that out. So now it should have that filthy noise here. And there you go. So that is that noise fixed. So that annoying noise isn't there anymore, and we don't have to worry about that. Now we actually need the end of the tutorial, because we need the tutorial to end, of course. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new sprite and call it level 1 button. And we're going to draw a little shape for it. So we're going to create this big button. You can make it as big as you want. I'm going to make it really big, for good measure, and write out the words level 1. That's because we completed the tutorial, so we're going to go to level 1. Just resize it until it fits in the little box. Stretch it, position the text a little. And now we need some code, so we need a when flag clicked hide, of course, because we're not going to have it here the whole time. Now we actually need a backdrop for when we complete the tutorial. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint a new backdrop, and we're going to call the backdrop tutorial complete. You might as well name this one game over. And here we're just going to write out the words, well, tutorial complete. Write that out. Very nice. Put that right here. Now we need the level 1 button is when. So when I receive next part of tutorial 2, so that's when we touch this arrow right here. So this arrow 2 sprite show, and maybe put a go to X and Y in a forever loop, just to make sure that it's in the right spot. And we of course need to switch backdrop to tutorial complete, and then in the player sprite you need a when backdrop switches to tutorial complete hide. And in the ground sprite we can drag the script like this, and the text, and for good measure him as well. Now we don't need to put it in the arrow 2 sprite, but I'm going to put it for good measure. Yeah, I'm going to put it in there just in case. So now we're going to check it out. Okay. That is a lot of negative parts, right? Wow. Okay. Let's go back into the FPS counter and also do a when backdrop switches to tutorial complete. So let's test that now. And same here in the life counter as well. So when backdrop switches to tutorial complete. Let me actually check something. So if we get to the game over, backdrop. Oops. Hold on. Where's the light sprite? So if we might as well put this in a equals. Let's see if that makes a difference. Hold on. Put it in a equals. If lives equals 0, we might as well set the lives to 0 then. Zero. Let me just check that out. There we go. And then in the music, we need a when backdrop switch. Oh, we already have that. Hold on. Made a forever. And maybe also set volume to 0. There you go, just for good measure. There we go. If we change like the outline, let me try that. Try like changing the outline. This is a super common bug in my platformer games, so feel free to do these. So if we switch things up a little. Bug absolutely squished. But now we also need to stop the music when the backdrop switches to game over. Or not game over, tutorial complete. So just duplicate this. Instead of when backdrop switches to game over, do a tutorial complete, and don't put the stop all sounds in a forever loop. Just do a set volume to 0%. Now we need to actually get to level 1. So what we're gonna do is we were going to oops, sorry, I hit my mic. What we're going to do is go back into here and do a when this sprite clicked broadcast of new message of level 1 and hide. Or if you would like to do is when I receive level 1, just do hide, just like that. Or maybe just put this in a block or something. You could do basically whatever you want with that. So if you want to put it in like a block, just make a block like level 1 load. So if you just make like a block, you can make a block for it. I'm just gonna keep this block right here. So I'm gonna make it as a block. You can make it as a broadcast message, and then when I receive that message, but I'm just gonna do it with a block. And now go back into the live sprite and do a when backdrop switches to tutorial complete, then also hide the variable lives as well. And over here, we will, so we can also broadcast, we can also broadcast the one. This is going to be for the backdrop, so we're going to receive level 1. Once again, you can make a block for this. So I'm going to actually do that really quickly because I like putting blocks in my projects, but once again, this is not needed. You don't have to do this, but since I like to do this, I'm going to do that. But once again, you don't have to do this in your project, but because I like blocks, I am. So we're going to do a level 1 start. I'm going to name it like this, a level 1 start. Define level 1 start. So we have level 1 load, and we have level 1 start. So now we need an empty backdrop. So just do this empty backdrop right here. We're gonna use that. So if we switch backdrop to backdrop 1. And then into the ground sprite, we're going to duplicate this costume. And I'm going to make this desert theme. So we're going to get a nice little desert yellow. There we go, we got desert yellow. Now we need a when backdrop switches to backdrop 1, that's the empty backdrop. Switch costume to costume 2, and make sure that when the green flag is clicked that we switch costume to costume 1 again. So just pop that right there. So make sure that we always do this when the green flag is clicked, because we don't want to be switching to costumes or going to be the later game. So if we test that out, hold on, we kind of did something wrong. I think that I used these blocks wrong. We can delete these blocks, actually. We don't actually need it. So we're gonna delete that. And if we just put, that's what, oh, wait. It's because we're actually using backdrop 1 here, so we have to duplicate this. So it's actually backdrop 2. So that's gonna be the second blank one. Actually did something wrong in the code. I'm sorry. Okay, we can actually bring back the block again. So level 1 start. So we can actually bring this block again, but make sure that it's switched backdrop to backdrop 2, and then just put that there. Alright, now it should be good. And I accidentally popped Now if we click, we also need to put a show here as well. And a show in the cat sprite. So just put that right there. Just put a show in the cat sprites. And we might want to put him at a specific, so just go to X and Y. There we go. Let's test that out now. Just go. And cool. That works perfectly. That works really nicely, but we just need to change the color of this outline to the yellow. And we also need some desert-like music, so we're going to go back into the music sprite. And we're going to upload another sound from our sound selection. So I'm going to go with, what should we go with? We're going to go with this one. I'm gonna go with this desert music for my project. And I'm going to make sure to save this to my PC before I import the sound, because things might go wrong when you're importing big sounds. Like, things might go wrong if you import, like, sounds wrong or something like that. There you go, that's pretty good. So make sure to always save your projects like this, and so that you don't risk a disaster happening. But if you're here now, I'm actually gonna wait for this. If you're here, then if you didn't check out my Scratch projects already, my account, this is my account right here. You can see it. If you haven't checked out my project, please go check them out. They're really cool. I have some dumb ones as well that I make out of boredom. But like, please check out my page, because I do have some good projects there as well. So not just really stupid ones like I always put some. No. And there we go. We got that done. Now what we need is we can actually make 2 new blocks called Overworld Music. So Overworld Music. And just plop that in the one green flag clicked scripts. And we can also make a new block called Desert Music. And game over. Stop music. I'm making a lot of blocks here, I know. I just like to use blocks a lot. So I'm going to that, and then game over, stop music. And then tutorial complete. Stop music as well. Make sure you tick everything is run without screen refresh. And then tutorial complete, stop music. Now we need a when I receive level 1 desert music. And in the desert music we set volume back to 60. And put in a forever loop. And play sound. And then doesn't track. Might as well put this right here in a forever loop as well. Just clean up all that. So now we should have something that looks like this. And the sound sprite, the music. So if we we got some bugs. Okay, let's see what is the issue here. So if we have, okay, hold on. I have an idea. Hold on. If we create a new variable, so if we create a new variable called music tracker. Music tracker. And we're gonna, when green flag, click set music tracker to overworld, and then if equals, so if music tracker equal overworld, and we might as well put an else. So we'll put this in an else. else stop this script. Now that should work. Then we can put when I receive level 1, set music tracker to desert. If else, if equals, if music tracker equals desert, sound, stop this script. So now we should hold on. So if we, I'm actually gonna try to figure this out. So if we, okay guys, I'm actually sorry, but I don't have enough time for another episode because I actually have to go to sleep now. It's pretty late at night when I'm recording this, so I actually have to go to sleep now. And I'm really sorry that we didn't get to cover a lot in this episode, but it's really late at night, and I just remembered about the series, but I'm really sorry. But in episode 3, we're going to fix these bugs, and we're going to create the entirety of level 1, and then in episode 4, we're going to create level 2, and music for that, and yeah, that's gonna mark the end of this video. I'm sorry that it was so short, but it's really late at night, and I actually have to go to sleep, so I'm really sorry, but we're gonna cover the bug fixes in the next episode, so we're gonna cover them in episode 3, but for now, I will see you later. Bye.